it's been forever. So I'm finally back from vacation. I'm back, Jack. And yeah, thought I would just do a little chit chatty. Like maybe we can bust out some cards. I have some decks to show you guys that I got on my vacation. So yeah, I'll just wait for people to pop in. You know, I'm at kind of odd hour. I guess it's almost 1 o'clock, but I had yoga. I stayed a little bit late afterwards so that I can hang out and talk to Annette. And then, yeah, have a little bit of lunch and hop on here. So don't mind the trash can. I'm going to take the trash out there. Barbara, hello, hello. Susie, what's up? You guys like the altar in the thumbnail? So yeah, the altar is in use right now. I've got like a little 3-day spell going. So today will be day 2. So hello, hello. Let me know what you guys got going on today, Saturday, or any plans you guys have for this weekend. Did you guys have a wild Friday? Like what's going on? We have our Phoenix Psychic Fair tomorrow, actually. So we're thinking about maybe going to that one, see how we dig it. Lady Night, what's up? Haven't been here in a while. Legit, yeah. So glad to see you. Well, so glad to feel your energy. Can't really see you, but okay. So Susie's gonna be swimming later. Sounds very nice. We have two of our 3 pools are under maintenance right now. So if there's room in the other pool, I might go swimming too. So Lady Night said, glad to be here. Well, I'm glad to be here too. But yeah, so anything else you guys got going on? Like I said, I was so happy to go back and do some yoga because I haven't done it in a couple of weeks, because obviously last Saturday I was, you know, on vacation, and then I was like leaving, you know, before that too. So I've been on vacay, so I haven't been able to do yoga. So I was happy to do it again today. And now jump on with you guys. So I think, did I miss 2 Saturdays with you guys? Lady Night said, I need to make some final arrangements for my summer trip, but that will have to wait until tomorrow. Yay! I'm so excited. Lady Night saying hello to everyone. Butterfly Love Child, hey, how are you? So yeah, I hope you guys got to see the vlog 18. Yeah, that I posted. It's a long vlog. It's just under an hour, but the vlog is also from me. Like it's kind of like my home video, but in YouTube format. You know, you know, because I still like home videos and stuff like that. So it was a wonderful trip down to San Diego, then up to the Bay Area, and to go to all those different places. Got lots of video, and I just thought it would be fun to share it with you guys. So Butterfly said, catching up with you all. I've been distracted the last few weeks. Well, welcome, welcome. Lady Night said, I will go to Turkey for 2 weeks so I can then go to America, since I'm not allowed to enter from Germany. Oh wow, interesting. That's interesting. But then you're going to be in the States. Yay! That would be so awesome if, like, I don't know, maybe you just like cruised on through Arizona and was like, Susie says that my dad is so handsome. Aww. This is nice family you have. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, my dad likes to talk about his good looks like all the time. Like my dad's always letting us know. He goes, man, and then this lady was hitting on me. But anyway, Lady Nights in America has renewed the travel ban from about 30 countries. Ooh, so had to find a way around that. Oh, I see. So you're coming in through Turkey, so that's why. Okay, that's interesting. Very interesting. And Michelle, what's up? How are you? So yeah, I got to pick up some goodies, of course, on my trip. So I'll show you some of the decks that I got. I picked up a cool pair of shoes, which I need to show you guys. I got it on the streets of Haight and Ashbury, not right on the corner, but it was a cool little vintage shop. So I got those, and then I got a bunch of chocolate from Ghirardelli. So I'll show that to you guys too. Maybe I'll show you me eating the chocolate from Ghirardelli. We'll see. I would share, but but anyway, okay, so some decks. In here, this bag comes from my Botanica Tarot, but I thought that since the color of the bag matches the color of the cards, I thought it just paired perfectly, because the box they come in is way too big to carry around. It's one of those ginormous boxes. I'm not carrying that around. But anyway, here's the backs. It's the Tarot Black and Gold edition. Check out the gold foily awesomeness. Look at it, magpies. Look at it. Look at it shine. I know, it's like blinding when you go out in the sun, but an awesome blinding. The only thing is the cards are a little thin. Would have liked them to be a little thicker, but it's fun. So got this in a little metaphysical shop in Mountain View. Yeah, so in Mountain View, up in the Bay Area. So it was so cool because this little shop you go into has all these books, like of spiritual nature, all these decks. They have lots of crystals, giant crystals, laying around. They have some meditation stuff. They have CDs. It was a lot of really cool things. What was nice about all the tarot and oracle decks is because there was a demo copy for all of them, so that you didn't have to just like guess or look on your phone really fast at what the other images are in the deck before you buy it, unknowing what's everything that's in there. So it was nice to be able to kind of like shuffle the demo decks and like take a look at every card that's in there before you purchase a deck. Plus it was nice to actually go into a store and buy a deck than just like buying it off the internet. Something to physically buying things instead of just, putting your money out into the ethers and then some magical thing is just going to arrive. And you have no idea if anybody put any sort of love into it before they sent it off. Michelle says, you were near my area, Santa Cruz. Oh, what's up? I did not know. Susie says that Santa Cruz is beautiful. Yeah, we were all over the place. I really liked going into the redwoods. I mean, apparently there's like, different spots you could go, but the spot that we went to, super nice. Just kind of like walked right into this like canopy of trees, and there was like a little stream or brook or whatever that was running alongside the trail, and actually went down in there because I was with James and his cousin and the little cousin, so I guess that would be his like second cousin, first and second cousins. But anyway, so went down in there, took our big crystals out and like left them in the little stream so they can get nice and cleansed by the pure like mountain water, forest water. Splashed around, put a little bit of that in my hair. Just felt like so refreshed after that. Kind of climbed around the trees a little bit and found some other like little secret spots, get your like little kid curiosity going. I saw several banana slugs. I've never seen a banana slug in person. They are so cool. So I was totally vibing on the banana slug medicine. Not like the actual, you lick them and there's medicine, because that's bad for the banana slug. Good for you, bad for them. So don't do that, you guys. But like in animal medicine. You know, I like working with animal medicine. So if banana slug keeps popping up, I wanted to know everything about banana slug. Like, what are their properties? Like, what do they do all day? Like, the more you want to learn about the animal, you learn about their medicine in order to help you. So it was healing. That's what that banana slug was there for. So let's see, Michelle says that's UC Santa Cruz's mascot. Oh yeah, I heard about that, the banana slugs. So that's cool. Oh, Silver Star Priestess, hello, hello. Yeah, but I liked videoing the banana slugs. So you guys got a couple banana slug videos. I thought they were cool. It says they used to be on campus a lot. They're so cool. They're totally cool. They do look like little bananas though, you know. So yeah, you know, got to do that. Got to ride a bike, you know, around Stanford and kind of just like out and about. And I did bring my rollerblades. It's nice that there's big, wide residential streets, you know, so that I don't get run over by cars. Getting not run over is always great. And you know, so got to get more comfortable on my rollerblades. And James's brother-in-law actually helped tighten up one of my rollerblades because I kind of felt like there's something loose. Turns out the whole thing that holds all the wheels, that was the thing that was loose, probably would have ended poorly, you know, had I not asked for help to get that fixed. So yeah, you know, we did a lot of stuff though, you know, kind of going into, you know, Half Moon Bay and checking out some tide pools and going out to Fort Funston that's like got like all the dogs and stuff like that, but like this really cool hang glider that was like knew that people were recording, so he was kind of doing like flybys, like, look at me hang gliding. So yeah, so there's that. So yeah, I got this deck in Mountain View, and then let's see, I think it was like the little mini downtown of Half Moon Bay. There was like another little shop. I mean, there was a metaphysical shop, but there was also like a little bookstore too that had decks and things like that. So I ended up getting, well, it says the Rider Tarot Deck Miniature Edition, because I figured this would be really good to, you know, throw into our bag and just, you know, a nice little travel deck. But you guys need to look at the teeniness of these cards. Silver Star says, sounds like you had an awesome time. Glad to hear it. Yeah. Haven't been on a vacation in a while, so that was a lot of fun. Had some great tour guides. Okay, so let's use the my shiny new deck as like the scale, as this is your standard tarot size. Look how tiny these cards are. They're so adorable. I love ridiculously small and ridiculously large decks. So these are the itty bitty backings. And by the way, it even has an itty bitty little white book, like a legit little white book. I don't know why that's just so cute to me. Sherry Bug, what up? She said, what's up? So I'm just showing off this like itty bitty deck. So yeah, this one came from Half Moon Bay. Oh, I did go to see Mavericks because, as you guys know, like I'm a surfer, like I love all of that. And so although the actual break for Mavericks is kind of farther out in the ocean where they do their actual competitions, it was nice to kind of see where the competitions took place. I was like, so my little surfer heart was like, oh, Mavericks. So anyway, check out this itty bitty deck. I actually did a review of it. You guys will see the review tomorrow because I wanted to at least get a few videos for this week, since I have gone a whole week with no videos because I was on vacation. But I knew that vlog was going to take a while, to put together. So enjoy the hour-long vlog. But yeah, these are so cute. This is a teeny itty bitty yellow polka dot bikini. I know, it's so polka dot bikini cute. Let's see, what else did I get? I got one more deck, so there's that one. This other one I got when we were, it's not downtown really San Francisco. It's a certain part of San Francisco, but it was called the Sword and the Rose. Sword and the Rose. I was like, wait, no, Rose and the Sword? No, Sword and the Rose. And it was like, you wouldn't know it's there unless somebody told you it was there. So James's cousin was like, you need to go check out, Sword and the Rose. And I was like, oh, okay. So she gave us the address, and basically it's like one of those doorways that leads into like a little mini alleyway that has like other little doors of like actual people's homes, because everything's very squished and very tight in San Francisco. Like all the homes are like right next to each other. To me, I call them Ajax homes. Maybe, I don't know, you guys remember the Ajax commercials, but they look like Ajax homes. And so, I go into this thing, and I think I'm like, are we headed in the right direction? We go in this like little mini alley, and then there's a little sign that says Sword in the Rose this way, and you're going past like people's homes, and like you're seeing them in their windows and stuff, and then you go into like a little courtyard which looks like somebody's backyard, and now I feel like I'm on private property. Like, am I trespassing? Is there a shop back here? Like, so like you go through like a backyard kind of, and then in the far back there is a shop, and it's like a witchy shop, and so they have it was a woman named Tina that was like working the front, and then there was the other lady that works there, and she was in the middle of doing a tarot reading, so there was like a little tarot corner. But they had the most badass looking staffs you ever seen. They had a whole Egyptian altar going on. Like, they had like all the like apothecary herbs and incenses and resins and stuff that you could buy. They had decks and everything. I was home. I was like, little witchy shop. So that was a lot of fun. And I ended up picking up the Kali Oracle, because I was like, I'm not just going to walk into these people's like really cool shop, support local businesses. So I decided to buy a deck, So yeah, this is the Kali Oracle. And I know that, some people, they have issue with a Makali because of the destruction that she can bring. But knowing that every deity and everything has a purpose, and so if it wasn't for the deities that shake things up, they're the deities that bring things back into balance, putting things back anew. And so that's why I like to work with Kali. And actually, if you didn't know, like it was like a couple of years ago, I had made a video where I was calling in her energy, and I was asking for her tower moment. And I didn't really think anything of it until like a year had gone by, and somebody reminded me, hey, remember that video you made where you were asking Kali to like come in? And it was almost a year. And that's when I moved from California. Like, I literally, maybe it was Kali helping me out. I don't know, but I dig this. I dig this deity. Let's see. Oh, I missed one of Michelle's comments back here. She said there's a tiny tarot which is even smaller than that one. I need to see it. I need to go there the next time I am in San Francisco. Sounds amazing. Yeah, look for Sword in the Rose. Susie said Kali Yuga is almost over. Lady Knight said, I remember that tower moment video. Yeah. Silver Star said, I work with Kali. She don't play. She made me sit down, shut up, and take a break. Yeah, she really don't play. To me, she's got the same no nonsense energy as Santa Muerte, who I do work with. And yeah, it's that, oh, did you ask for my help? Okay, because we're not going to play around, okay? This is what's going to happen. You're not going to like it. Don't care. It's that kind of energy, but that it's beneficial. But anyway, so let me show you. So we have, the first one, Blue Terra. Hello. So a lot of the names here, Kali has a lot of names, that she's called by. But it's not just her names that are in here. There's, let's see if I can find it. There were some other things that wasn't her name, but I just found it interesting. And it's got that artist, what's his name again? Jimmy Manton. Yeah, I love Jimmy Manton's work. So I'm definitely reading the guidebook because I don't know like the meaning behind a lot of these names. So it's been helpful. But just looking at the artwork, you kind of get the energy of what it represents, even if you don't know like what this particular name means of hers. Lady Knight says, it was the way you talked about the power of the tower moment and how healing that it could be if we were not afraid to go through it. That really helped me embrace the tower. Yeah, it finally clicked in my brain that it was like, you know, if I continually just be like scared of it, you know, I cease to allow good things in. So yeah, kind of learned to embrace it. Susie says, I've been eyeing this deck, next month buying it. Silver Star says, it's multiple aspects of her and I love that deck. Yes. So yeah, just like if you didn't know Kali Kapali, like what aspect that is, you know, that particular name, which this one, did I pull this one before? Anyway, there's a lot of good info in the guidebook, and of course you could do some, you know, internet searching and get even more background on it. So I think that it's a deck that you can't just like, you know, pull out a bunch of cards and, you know, do a quick reading. Like I think these are like single card or even just a few card draw where you really have to sit with the energy, really kind of figure out what is the meaning behind here and what is your intuition, you know, giving you. So I like to mix my intuition with the knowledge behind the card too. So I think this is going to be a great deck for that. But how cool, right? Great images. Oh, that one. Creepy. But you know what? Sometimes not everything is sunshine and rainbows and unicorn farts. So yeah, the Kali deck, the Kali Oracle. If you guys are interested in it, I think it's a great deck. Lady Knight says, has the artist done other decks? It is gorgeous. Yes, I think they've been mostly Alana Fairchild decks. So I know that Jimmy Manton did it was like Gods and Titans Oracle, and then it was Goddesses and Sirens Oracle. Yeah, he's done quite a few other decks too. Surian, hello. Silver Star says it's by Alana Fairchild. She has several good decks. Yes. Michelle says beautiful. Silver Star says the crystal mandala deck that she did. I love. Oh yes, I love the crystal mandala deck. Yeah, I have that one too. Also super deep. You can go really deep with those cards. Lady Knight said that's why it looks so familiar. Yes, yes. Okay, so there are those things that I got. Michelle says she has her Kuan Yin and Sacred Rebels decks. I have the Kuan Yin one. I don't have the Sacred Rebels ones though, but the Kuan Yin is also gorgeous. Surian said, happy weekend all. Stay hydrated. Yes, stay hydrated, you guys. Oops, I'm like, got this much water left. Stay hydrated. I'll have to do a refill soon. Okay, so I got these, and then I wanted to show you the chocolates. Let's go to the pantry. So, like I told you, I went to the like OG Ghirardelli like plaza, and so I got the dark chocolate sea salt caramel squares. So as you can see, I've already eaten a lot of them. Anyway, and then I got a few of the bars because I really love dark chocolate. So Syrian's like, ooh, chocolate. So I got the 92%. This is the intense dark moonlight mystique. So yeah, this is really good. If you're somebody who likes your chocolate so dark that you can't possibly taste any sugar in it and it tastes closer to dirt than it does candy, dark chocolate, 92% might be for you. But I'm used to eating baking chocolate, so this is like actually kind of sweet to me. And then the other one I got is 86% intense dark. This is the Midnight Reverie. And this one's pretty good. I think these other two that have something else in the chocolate, I think they're only at like 70 some percent. But anyway, this is the Toffee Interlude, dark chocolate with toffee bits and caramelized almonds. So I thought this looked interesting. Have I opened? Yeah, I think I've opened all of them so far. I needed to at least have a piece, you know, for research purposes. Anyway, this is the Raspberry Radiance, dark chocolate with raspberry bits with other natural flavors. So yeah, that's what I picked up at Ghirardelli. And I decided to use a piece of the chocolate in my money spell that I'm doing, which you guys saw as the thumbnail for today's video. Let me go back here. Allie, hello. Says, did I hear chocolate? You did. Syrian's like, way to advertise. I know, right? Silverstar's like baking chocolate. Syrian said, I would totally buy just because Tara recommended it. I'm biased. Silverstar is getting hungry again. Marie Christine, hello, hello. Says, I tasted 99% dark chocolate. It's like dark coffee. Dude. Yeah, I've had the 99%. I've also had 100% because I legit ate baking chocolate as a kid. But anyway. But yeah, the 99, that's straight dirt. Like, I mean, it's good dirt, but it's straight dirt. Allie's saying hello to everyone. Hello, hello. I was like, what's for dinner? Haven't quite planned that out yet. But anyway, I got my, like I said, in the thumbnail, you saw the altar. It definitely got a refresh. Here, let me switch this around for you guys. Well, that didn't work. Ah, there we go. So this is my money altar for right now. I got this guy. Ooh, I have to show you this guy. Okay. This dude, sorry for the tripod noise. You take his little nose off and you put an incense stick in there. And so when you put your incense stick right there, the smoke comes out the sides, the incense smoke. So it's kind of like, you know, fire breathing dragon. So I thought that was really cool. So it's chilling on the altar for right now. I decided to go with plastic rainbow as my little altar cloth for the moment. But yeah, I'm doing a 3-day spell. So I just did part 1 last night, and tonight I'll do part 2, and then tomorrow will be part 3. But I have like my offerings and everything, and I'm actually using my Gold Sheen Obsidian Sun that, if you must know, we sell it in our shop Desert Cauldron, and we only have a few of these because well, they only had a few when we found them. But yeah, this one's yeah, this is the Gold Sheen one. But I thought it was really good because I'm working with a moon right now. And a moon sometimes is represented by the sun, but he is married to Mut, which sometimes represents the, you know, the balance of light and dark. And so I thought that having darkened sun was kind of like the bringing of a moon and Mut together for this particular spell. And you can see it kind of spills out to down here with like my book of what I'm using and like stuff that I got to burn in my cauldron and everything. But so yeah, so there's that. Let me turn this back around. Hey! Syrian's like, dirt chocolate sounds like it's filled with nutrients. Oh, it is. Susie said, so pretty. Grun Oila says, ahoy, everyone. Hello, hello. Okay, so the shoes, I know Susie was asking about them. Okay, I need to show you guys the shoes I picked up in the famous Haight-Ashbury streets, where the hippie movement took place. Found out Deadly Creatures, who sometimes comes on here. Her mom used to live there back in the day of the hippie era. I thought that was so cool. But I went into one of the thrift shops there, and I got these shoes. Hold on. Okay, so it's like these cool leather booties. It's called Hobbs London, made in Italy, and it was like size 38, my size. I was like super excited. So yeah, I got me some like little 70s shoes, like So yeah, that was, and actually they were really affordable. They were like 20 bucks or something like that. It was like, you know, sometimes those vintage shops, they like hike up the prices, but I don't know, I thought that shop was pretty reasonable. But yeah, so these are my little brown clickety-clack shoes. I thought maybe I might take them to the cobbler and get like those anti-slip things put on the feet portion so I don't slip. Let's see. Lady Night said sweet. So yeah, I think that's really all I picked up. Is I picked up the decks, I picked up a pair of shoes, a lot of chocolate. I think that was it. I don't think I got any. Did I get anything else besides the dragon? Yeah, because I got the dragon too. Nope, I think that was it. Silver Star says they look super witchy. Love them, cute. Susie says smoking. They did look super witchy. I was like. But anyways, so yeah, that's my sorry, let me get you guys back down here again. Yeah, so that was my kind of like replay, you know, of all the stuff. Got lots of goodies. But yeah, good to be back. So, did I miss anything? Like, you guys fill me in, because I didn't get to talk to you guys this past Saturday, or I think the Saturday before, because I was in the middle of like actually like driving and traveling. So tell me, like, what happened these past couple of weeks? It's been like forever since I talked to you guys. But yeah, I hope things are good. You know, I hope that you guys are having a wonderful summer, or you know, the homies that are down in South America or south of the equator. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful winter. Stay warm if you're in the south. Stay hydrated if you're in the north. Okay. Okay. Can you guys hear me again? I think I fixed the microphone. I think that happened when I karate kicked the microphone. But yeah, so just kind of trying to settle back in. You know, once we came back into town, I had a lot of orders to catch up on. So basically the whole next day, just like doing orders and all of that. Oh, all right. Lady Night says we're back. Good. And yeah, and just like I was trying to get a few videos out, but it was just kind of like getting like we're back home again. You know, so trying to like you know, get some stuff going with the my social media and everything. But I'm happy to be back with you guys. So happy. Sarian says, I'm like doing my makeup and listen to you and hang out with you all day. Nice. Susie says, love seeing the kitties. And Loki's message. Yes, the Lokester. And like I said, I've been dreaming of Loki and Wally every night. So Butterfly says, I've been on a tear acquiring all kinds of witchy occult books. Ooh, nice. Yes, finally fixed the mic. Marina said, happy Saturday. Hello, my dear friends. Syrian misses everybody. Yes, hello, hello, and yeah, like I said, this is my fun time. I mean, I have fun a lot, but like you guys' time is like a very special time. So I did indeed miss you all. Silver Stars has been working on a website the last few months, designing and all that. Been a lot of work, finally up and running. Yay! Congrats! That's so cool. So what else? What else? What else have you guys been up to? Let's celebrate with like some kudos. Like, you know, what are you guys working on? What are some projects that you're diving into? Oh, remember our 30-day challenge, or 31 days for July? Are any of you guys doing any of that, or did anything fall off to the wayside? Because in the July reading that I did, it was like part of the reading was to do something that shifts your energy just a little bit, even if it's something as silly as a 30-day challenge. So I was wondering what you guys have been doing. Let's see. Sherry Bug says been averaging about 54 hours a week at work. Whoa. I hope you're taking lots of naps. I hope you are doing lots of self-care. That's a lot of work. Syrian meta guy. Ah! Would you like to tell us? I mean, would you like to tell us a little chisme? Butterflies like, congrats. Essence, oh, hello, hello. Syrian said, he's a nerdy guy and a gentleman. I'm on cloud 9. Hey, congrats. I'm so happy to hear. Silver Star also commenting that is a lot of hours. Like 54 is insane. Sherry Bug said, my guy released me because he is always out of state for his work and he says it's not fair to me. I remember we did a reading with him, and there was a lot of stuff that, you know, he had to work on. So yeah, definitely like releasing you, but I think he was just, I think he just has some traumas and things to work on. But you know, that means Sherry Bug is on the market, you guys. There's like gonna be some people be like, hello. Lady Knight said, I turned 40 last week and I'm still getting used to the new decade. Well, that means we're gonna have to sing you a little happy birthday, doesn't it? Chrissy, hello, hello. Syrian met him in impromptu class. Oh, might have to hear about that. Allie is finally getting first vaccine shot on Wednesday. Can't wait. Silver Star, congratulations. Yes, congratulating. Susie also wishing happy birthday. Lady Nate is talking about all the love in the air. Okay, so Lady Knight said it was July 6th. So, alrighty. Well, let's do a little happy birthday then. Allie said hers was on the 10th, 54 now. Whoop, whoop, not ugh, like whoop, whoop. So that means we have 2 birthdays to sing to. Okay. Let me get some water for you July homies out there. You July babies. Sharebug said, I got asked for my number at jujitsu class and I ended up in my car crying, so it's gonna be a minute. It's okay, you take a minute. Take a minute. Take all the time you need. But yeah, like I said, there's people like, they'd be trying to hit you up, Sherrybug. Lisa says, I didn't get a notification. Hi, my loves. Surian's like, jujitsu. Opera birthday song, yes. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? For all you birthday people just had a birthday. All sorts of smorgasbords of ages, but here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear all the homies that celebrated birthdays and they're probably cancers. And possibly the tail end of some Gemini in there too. Happy birthday to you and you. A boop boopy doo. Let's see. Syrian. Sherrybug's like, jujitsu is amazing. Dude, I want to try some jujitsu. All I know is kung fu. Syrian's like, not my birthday, but let me bask in the ambiance. So yeah, happy birthday to everybody who just celebrated. We got 40 in the house. We got 54 in the house. We got some other birthdays in the house. And birthdays that are still coming up this month. So yeah, I hope you guys have, yes, and many more on Channel 4. And if you were like my family, I don't know if you guys do a pinch to grow an inch and a punch to grow a bunch, but that was a thing in my family. So it was definitely a lot of like my brother and I chasing each other around because our birthdays are so close together. We're like 6 days apart. So whatever I did to my brother on his birthday, he's really going to do to me on my birthday, like 6 days later. So he was like, come on, Tara, a pinch to grow an inch, a punch to grow a bunch. But that's just my family. Anyway, Saren said, happy birthday, July peeps. Susie said, so beautiful. Ali saying, thank you. Sherrybug, I'm actually meeting amazing women there, and it's been good for the soul. I would say so. Because that was something that I liked that was different than just going to the gym. You know, I do like going to the gym, which I haven't been in a while because, you know, they've been closed for a while, but they're open again. Was that when I would go to Kung Fu class, it's a smaller setting. You guys are all like working together, and it's a chance to like really like talk and meet with people while you're like working on your body and but also working on it like in spiritual nature, like, you know, moving the chi around and all that stuff. So yeah, I thought it was really cool. So I would understand, you know, that jiu-jitsu would be amazing for the soul, that it's not just a place to like go work out, but like you meet some like good people there. So that's amazing. Sherrybug wishing everybody a happy birthday for this month. Silver Star, it was an 80s thing. I'm rubber, you're glue. It bounces off me and sticks to you. Lisa said, these sayings bring me back. Yeah, it was the many more on Channel 4. We used to, wait, there was more to that. It was many more on Channel 4. Staying Alive on Channel 5. Just like stuff like that, you know, the pinch to grow an inch, punch to grow a bunch. When you'd like hold your friends down and like smack their butts because everybody gets a birthday spanking. I'm like, I always wondered, you know, like, you know, a foreigner to this planet coming down and watching some of our like birthday rituals, and they're like, well, that's interesting. So they beat each other because they love each other. Ah, I see. So when they punch with love, and it's for another year that they've gotten older. Ah, I see. Sherrybug said it really is. Sarah said, so awesome. I missed that class. Ah. This is, how about circle, circle, dot, dot, now you have a cootie shot. Oh, I remember that. Oh, yeah, circle, circle, dot, dot, now you have a cootie shot. What else did we do? Speaking of cooties, like we also had the cootie catchers, you know, the ones that you go like, do, you know, and it was like a fortune telling thing. We'd make those in class. Made the little footballs, you know, out of paper, and your friend would like make the goalpost, and you'd like kick your little football while the teacher's trying to talk. So you just try not to get your football confiscated by the teacher. Lisa said, insults our terms of endearment. Yes, the alien. Ah, I see, I see. They insult each other because they like each other. Ah, write that down. um, Silver Star said, did you guys play kick the can at night? I learned that from my uncles. So I have played kick the can before, yes. Lisa's like, OMG, yes. Susie said, in October, I'm breaking my shyness and I'm going to do a chat with Lavender Moon about my alien experiences. Nervous, but doing it. I'm so proud of you, Susie. That's amazing. Because I know you've had some shyness to overcome, but I think that you've been doing leaps and bounds, with just like reaching out to people and voice messaging and things like that. So this is like another big step. I am so proud, so proud. Lisa said, remember passing notes, our text messages of the 80s and 90s? Oh yes. And people that had pagers, they had codes on those pagers that also meant something too. Sarian said, so cool. Lisa's saying that, you're going to do great, of course. Be the infinities, that's amazing. So yeah, see, everybody's got your back, and you'll have to let us know the date because I wanna watch. I do. Let me. Speaking of interesting experiences, in fact, I just had one at yoga that I could share with you guys. Susie said my friends learned Elfish to pass notes. We used to try to speak in like an odd language so our notes wouldn't get deciphered. Like sometimes we used like the code, like the number code, where it was basically, it wasn't a hard code to break, by the way. It was just the number that's associated with the letter of the alphabet. So basically we would just like write in number code, and it was actually and we would like write down the alphabet just so we could count like real quick, and like we'd write our little note and then fold it up either like a little triangle like a football, or we'd fold it up into a heart, or we'd fold it up into a square or a double square. Yeah, and then we would pass those, and it would be like a like if this is my note, I'm like yes, you like passed your note onto your friend's desk, and then you're like, the teacher walks by, you're like, what? Because I was just taking notes this whole time. Chrissy said, my husband and I learned Klingon. That's freaking awesome. I only know a couple of words in Klingon because we legit like watch Star Trek every night. So, but I know that on Duolingo, the language app, they can teach you Klingon. So, in case anybody was wondering. Lisa said, I remember my friend passed me a note about these girl troubles, and the teacher took it and had us correct it in English class on the board. It was brutal. Oh my gosh, I've never had that, but I can totally see an English teacher doing that. Like, I would probably do that. But for it to happen to me, no. Michelle is saying, yay to Susie, very exciting. Lady Knight's like, gosh, I miss those times. That is so much fun. Hey, I try to keep it going. I still practice my little origami folding. I don't want that to ever leave. All right, Sarian's gotta go. So no problem. So we'll catch you next Saturday. Silver Star said the girls in my school would speak Pig Latin, but you could still tell when they were talking smack. I know, it's like, it's ne the gossip day. We are wishing you a lovely weekend too, Sarian. Susie's like, oh yes, yoga, please tell us. Oh yeah, I got a little yoga story for you guys. And not like about yoga poses, like there was something odd that occurred during yoga. with Annette, who's she's off doing some stuff right now, so I think that's why she's not here right now. So have an awesome weekend, Surian. Have a great Sunday, rest of your Saturday. Okay, so even got my yoga shirt on. So I was running a little bit late to yoga today because it was just so hard to wake up this morning. Ooh, I got to tell you guys my dream too. So table that dream, going to yoga. Was a little late. Also had to package something for Desert Cauldron, which, always want to make sure people's packages and stuff goes out as soon as possible so you guys get your goodies. So that's why I was running a little late. I missed the initial meditation that Annette does with everybody, and then she goes right into the yoga afterwards. So I came in just as they were just doing the yoga part. Oh, hold on. Let me go back here. Sherrybug said something, but I missed it. I don't know if she was taking off. I'm not sure. Triple Moon, hello. Okay, so then, doing our yoga-y goodness, Oh, Susie's wondering if Sherrybug's still here. Yeah, we want to know, are you still here, or did we just need to refresh? So we are doing well, Triple Moon. I'm just recounting an interesting yoga experience. So did all of our yoga. It was some, we were working with the elements, so we were bringing in fire, earth, water, air, all this energy, right? Felt very balanced and relaxed afterwards, very grounded and connected. So we were doing from the upper chakras down. So instead of working with the lower chakras first and then going upwards, we did it in reverse today. It was a lot of fun. So then we go into Savasana afterwards. So that's, basically you're just laying down and taking a nap on your yoga mat. It's what everybody looks forward to at the very end. So I'm just laying down, just all relaxed. And I must have felt so relaxed that I jumped out of my body. And I know that I did because it's I jumped out and I was like, whoa. And then I realized I had jumped out and that I'm actually in the middle of yoga right now. So I decided to jump back into my body, and I felt that big jolt, and I opened my eyes for a second because it was a whoa, and I had to resituate myself, and I was like, okay, I'm in yoga class. And then I closed my eyes and I was able to just continue with my breathing. So then afterwards, Annette was like, were you astral traveling? I was like, maybe. Why? And she was like, because I felt you flying around in here. She goes, as soon as we were in Savasana, she goes, and I was going through the little meditation with you guys. She says, all of a sudden I was like, what is that flying around? And she goes, and I felt it as your energy, because she's like, you have this that energy about you. And she was like, and I knew that you were here. And I was like, Tara, get back in your body. Get back in there. Go back to sleep. And I was like, oops. I said, yeah, I realized I was outside of my body, so I popped back in. I was like, sorry about that. Let's see. Triple Moon said, I almost wanted to be a yoga instructor. I have a Zumba license. Dude, my aunt loves Zumba. I would love to try that someday. Lisa's like, oh, wow. Silver Star says, I'll talk about recalibration. So that was my little yoga experience, was that I popped out of my body during our little napping time, our little nap that we have. And Annette actually knew that it was me that was not my body. And I think it was her that helped me pop back into my body, because I was like, whoa. Be the Infinity said, that happened to me during a crystal bowl session. Then I returned and I was full of tears. Yeah, it's I think it's kind of a shock, when the real you jumps back into human you, and you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, I just brought back a lot of information. What just happened? Yeah, and sometimes that there's like a huge emotional response too. For me, it was like a, like, what just happened? I was like, okay, relax, relax. Triple Moon said you get fit definitely from the Zumba. Yes. Okay, so then my dream last night. I have to share this too because it started off as a happy dream, and then it kind of went into a nightmare. And I don't get nightmares very often, so I really do pay attention to my nightmares because something is off, right? So in my dream, oh, B's like, I love Zumba. So in my dream, the fun part was that I'm driving around in a car. It's not even like, I don't know whose car this is, but it's my car in my dream. Silver Star says it's like you snap back like a rubber band. It takes a second. Yeah, I'm like, and you're like, whoa, whoa, what just happened? So in my dream, I am in my car and I'm driving. I mean, it's my car in my dream, but I don't know. I don't have this car. We're driving and I decide I just want to fly. So my car lifts up and I'm flying around in my car. But it's like it's no thing to everybody in my dream. It's like they're accustomed to seeing flying cars. So people are like, oh, like Tara's just flying in her car. So I'm just like, do. I'm like having fun. And like James is in my dream. I'm like buzzing the tower, like, ah, you know. I'm having fun, just like driving around in the air in my car. And so then Triple Moon says, I like hiking little mountains in Japan. Ooh, this is all loud. You had flying car dreams too. That's amazing. So there's that part of the dream, lots of fun. And then something that's been happening more often is I'm always flying in my dreams. Like now it's like back to back. My dreams have very similar things going on. I'm always flying, like my body, I'm always flying. And my two cats, Wally and Loki, are always in my dreams now. So they're always walking around. They're somewhere in my dream. I just know that they're there. And so in the dream, I think I'm awake. I don't know I'm dreaming. And the person in my dream tells me, Tara, why don't you just fly? So then I'm like, oh yeah. I said, but I have to lean forward when I do it. So I have these books in my hand and I lean forward and my feet just kind of come up off the ground. And then I just like fly off, right? And I'm like, oh, flying is so much better than walking. And so I'm kind of flying around, and that was like where the fun ended in my dream. And then when it went to a dark dream, let's see. Lisa said, my sister told me they're working on flying cars. That would be fun, I think. I think that would be fun. Kay, oh my gosh. This is hello. So I just got in from grocery shopping. So glad I caught you. Well, welcome. Susie's telling Lisa that would be wild if we had some flying cars, right? So then the dream takes a dark turn. I'm back in the house that I grew up in, and I told you guys before that when I used to have like frequent nightmares, it was always of the house that I grew up in because it was legit haunted and there was a lot of stuff going on. And had I known then what I know now about clearing a home, things probably would have been different if I knew actually about energy and fear energy and how that just like pumps more, nasty stuff into the air. But I didn't know that stuff back then. So to me, it was a very scary house. Lisa's like, same here. Our house was haunted too. Kay said, I fly in my dreams too. I jump up from my feet and take off. I land and then I jump up again. It feels great. It does. I have done that too, where it's like you're up, and then you got to come back down, and then you got to bounce up. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Triple Moon says, I can have several dreams years apart, but they are connected, taking off from the last dream. I had those dreams too, where I remember that this is an old dream happening in a new dream, and it's like a continuation of an old dream, which is kind of weird, but yeah. Lady Knight said, before we have flying cars, I'd like a self-driving car. I want a self-driving car that can gauge people who don't know how to drive and like avoid them like the plague. and then I could just take a nap and the car will just get me there. Like, I think that would be amazing. Kay said, hello everyone, hope you are all well. You're doing great. We hope that you are doing fabulous as well. So in my dream, I'm back in the old scary house, and I had healed that part of like my nightmares where I kept dreaming I'm stuck in this house, right? But once I confronted my monsters, it was no longer scary, and I ceased to ever have nightmares about that house ever again. I never really even dream about that house. But my brother was with me in the dream last night, and he was with me either the night before or the night before last. He was in my dream as well, but he's not 34 in my dream. He's the first dream he was 9 years old, and this one he was about 5 or 6 years old, so he's like getting younger. And I was thinking maybe because on my little vacation when I got to hang out with my brother, since he was asking me to help him open up his third eye, be like more open to some stuff, he wants to heal some things. I'm wondering if that's what I'm doing with my brother, and if these are the ages at which he has healing, like big healing to be done. If maybe it's at the ages of like 8 and 9, 5 and 6, somewhere around there, and maybe that's why my brother's in my dream. I'm not quite sure. Hold on, let me go back to your messages. Kay said, have I cooked anything for this live today? I have not, but perhaps I should do that for next Saturday's live. Because then we'll be lower on food, and I think that we can get way more creative when there's less food in the pantry. Michelle said, whenever I'm flying in my dreams, I'm always already doing it. Sometimes it's in the air, other times I'm in space. I really love being in space. The space ones are cool, and I've actually done that in my meditations too, where I'm just kind of floating in space, and it's so cool that there's no up and down, like you're kind of just there, and it's a lot of fun. Lisa said maybe because he's opening up again. It could be. Triple Moon said could be childhood healing. Silver Star said early development stages, sounds like it for sure. Triple Moon, maybe you heal him when he was that age with love. Yeah. Hey Justin, no. So then, so in my dream, like we're sitting on the kitchen floor, and like there's a little, like we're playing with matchbox cars. Oh, hold on. Oh. Okay, there we go. So there's like we're playing with like little matchbox cars, and my brother's standing there, and we're right next to the dark creepy stairs with the dark creepy like garage that I don't like to go into. B's like in the dungeon. And so there was something about the cars where I want to like throw it to my brother, like the little car. And like I said, he's like 5 or 6 in my dream. So I'm like, here you go, Brian. I'm like throwing him the car, but the car like floats over to him and he catches it. And then my brother like puts the car here and he kind of pushes it and it like slowly floats over to me. And then we're basically like using our energy to push this little like matchbox car like back and forth to each other. So it's like a little like boop and then boop boop, and so we're like passing it back and forth, and then I tell my brother that something else is not there. He's like, I need to put away the groceries, but I'm still listening. So I tell my brother that there's something else here and it's not good, like I feel kind of like creepy, and there's this thing that rises up out of our living room. It's like a statue, but we never had this statue, so this is just like in my dream for funsies, I guess. So the statue lifts up and it's being moved by the thing that lives upstairs. And so it's like moving along and I'm starting to get really creeped out. And so I'm trying to use my energy to like push the object back to where it belongs, but my energy isn't as strong as the energy of the thing upstairs. And so I'm trying and I can't do it. And so then, hold on, let me go back here. Triple Moon said, I'll be back and rewatch. I'm at work. All right, well, you have a great rest of your Saturday. Have fun at work. Have a good weekend. And so then I know we have to go upstairs and we have to confront this thing because it's strong. And so for some reason, there was all these wooden heads on the floor in the kitchen, and the wooden heads are of saints. And I pick up this head of this saint, I don't know, saint who, whatever. So I grab this head and I tell my brother we have to say Catholic prayers. And so I'm walking up the stairs and he's staying at the bottom of the stairs because he's so scared. And I'm looking up the stairs and it's like dark and it's like, I mean, the little light that is on the stairs is like really dim. And I'm carrying this like saint's head and I'm trying to say the Our Father and I can't for the life of me remember the words to that prayer. And then I'm like, well, maybe I'll say the Hail Mary. And also, again, I try as hard as I can, but I can't remember the words to the Hail Mary either. And so I'm having trouble remembering these prayers. And I was like, but I know that I'm supposed to say them to this thing or whatever. So I'm like carrying this thing upstairs. And at the very top, there's a chair that's sitting there. And there's that Jesus picture that I hate is sitting on that chair. And I've told you guys about this like really dark, scary Jesus picture that my mom used to have up in the hallway up there, where it's like got a black background. It's like a darkened, like kind of grim looking Jesus with like a side profile. And he's like in black and purple robes and he's got like black thorns. And it's like kind of a creepy Jesus, you know? And so I never liked that picture. It always creeped me out. Well, that is the picture that's sitting on the chair at the top of the stairs, except now Jesus isn't side profile. He's facing me. And it's not Jesus at all. It's like this creepy creature with like no eyeballs, and it's like little vortexes like pulling into the abyss through these eyes, and it's got a creepy black grin, like ugh. And so there's this dark energy that's like moving back and forth in front of it, like it's pacing at the top of the stairs, and I'm getting freaked out. But I know that if I show any sort of fear, that this just is not good. I'm not supposed to show fear, even though I'm really scared. So I'm trying my hardest to remember Catholic prayers, and I can't remember them. And I'm still carrying this head, and I start to get to the top of the stairs, and I had to wake up for yoga. So what I was kind of thinking was it might be there was something that was very similar that actually did happen in the house, and I'm thinking if that was a trauma, that maybe somehow on some level it was a trauma for my brother and for me. So maybe I'm going back and I'm healing it now, you know, something that might be scary for both of us. So maybe that's it. Maybe that's why my brother's in my dreams. I don't know. Let's see. Kay said, I used to always have a dream where I felt bigger than everything. Difficult to explain. It was just an overwhelming feeling. No, I get that. You know, like sometimes it's hard to explain dreams because like when you try to like put it into real world, you're like, wait, that doesn't make sense. B said, so much detail. I don't remember so much in my dreams. Oh, I do. Yeah, everybody's like, that sounds pretty scary. So in real life, what happened, which I've told you guys this one before, is my brother was taking out the trash. Lisa says, I've had nightmares where I prayed the demon or bad energy said God can't help me. Ooh, that's kind of creepy. But it could be in the dream, they're trying to get you to think that bringing source energy or God energy or what can't help you in order to make you not try. Susie said, that's good. Healing. Lisa says, so much symbolism in dreams. Definitely. Kay said, I remember my dreams in detail, not always great. So, in real life, it's the one where my brother was taking out the trash, and he tells me that thing that he used to see upstairs was in the window. It had a knife. It was very scary to him. And then I said that I was tired of this thing scaring my brother. So I ran upstairs because I was going to, I don't know, beat it up. I'm not sure. I was just a teenager. And my mom decided to come upstairs with us. And it was in the sewing room. And my brother was saying it was in the corner. I was like trying to hit air. I was like, is it here? Is it here? And my brother was like, he's got a knife. He's trying to hurt you. And my mom's like, oh, let's all say the Our Father. And so my mom was praying. And so we were all chanting like these Catholic prayers, and the thing had gone away. And I'm feeling like that dream that I had, that scary dream, was pieces of that particular event, because there was us all having to say Catholic prayers. There was the thing that is upstairs. I guess the Jesus picture makes sense if you're talking about a Catholic prayer. But it's all like done kind of darkly. I don't know. Christy said, but it was cool that you got yourself quickly out of the dream for yoga. Yes. It was like time for yoga. Kay's like, I'm still not putting my groceries away. This is so interesting. Michelle was asking if someone was in the kitchen. They were briefly. Yeah, that was James. It says, I saw the reflection during the story. I got freaked out. Yeah, now everybody's in like scary story mode, and they're like, okay, it's like I saw the reflection of someone in the microwave. Yeah, that was James. B said, had a dream where I was talking to a scorpion army. We came to an agreement that no scorpions would not be harmed if they stay on the ground. I've been trying to use less harmful sprays in the house. That's interesting. Huh. Lisa said, I think you're right about it healing and recently reconnecting and catching up with your brother, facing his fears and opening up his third eye. Michelle's like, I hit rewind and everything. So I think that, kind of reconnecting, like I said, with my brother, him wanting help, to kind of open those things back up again. It's going to be work, I guess, on the astral as well as in the physical, me talking to my brother and stuff like that. So I think that he really has come back to me, as sister and brother, so that we can like work on stuff together. Because it's not just him that needs healing. Obviously I still have my own healing stuff to do. But I think that's kind of cool that my brother and I can be on the astral. But it's also kind of interesting that I always see him so young. And he was even younger, last night. He was in his little Ninja Turtles jacket that I remember him in his mismatched clothing. He had so much hair. He used to have so much hair. His hairline literally touched his eyebrows right here. Like he just had like a little tiny forehead. Yeah, so he had like all his crazy hair, his little Nike tennis shoes. Yeah, I can still see him. So there's that. Normally, like I said, I don't really have nightmares, really, but last night, not so funsies. Lisa said, my big sis still dreams of me as a kid too. Maybe that's just like a big brother, big sister kind of thing, that when we, like in your memory banks, how you see your little brothers and sisters, there's always like a particular age, and I think that they don't grow in your mind beyond that age. So like my little brother is never beyond maybe 9 years old, in my dreams. He's always stayed a little boy. Like I said, my brother's not little anymore. He's taller than me. He's 34. But he's forever a baby in my mind. But what I was thinking about doing, you guys got to see him in my vlog, is that maybe I have to look at his work schedule. I think he gets off at 2 o'clock, and I know he doesn't work on the weekends. So maybe next Saturday, and I have to obviously call my brother and get his permission first, is instead of having just the live chat be me, if we could do like a StreamYard, and maybe I could get my brother on there, on here, and then we can all just like hang out, just me and my brother, and maybe we could share some stories or something like that. But I think that would be fun. Like I said, I have to actually call my brother and see if he wants to do that. But what do you guys think? I have my baby brother on here. So Lisa says that would be cool. Chrissy says it would be great. Okay. Susie's like, he has a great vibe in your video. Oh, my brother loves to laugh, probably even more than me. Silverstar said that would be awesome. So yeah, this coming week then I will text my brother and be like, do you want to be on my live chat? Because actually I did kind of ask him when I was hanging out eating chicken and waffles with him in Vallejo. Or no, we went to Oakland for that. We were in Jack London Square, and we were having some famous chicken and waffles. And I was like, do you want to make videos with me? And he's like, what, like on your YouTube channel? I said, yeah, like you want to, I was like, what if you were in like some videos with me? He's like, okay. But, I'll ask again and be like, hey, maybe we can meet at a certain time. We could do a little live chat. By the way, when you see my brother, let me know if my impression is spot on. So my brother has this really deep voice. Michelle's like, do it. Lady Knight says it sounds fun. Susie said yes. All right, it's done deal then. I shall ask my brother, and maybe we can have some funsy stories for you guys, since he's a little more open again. He's trying to open up to stuff, and I thought it would be really good because he's been watching some YouTube videos on meditation, and he's been trying to, I suggested doing meditation to help open up his third eye is like one thing that you could do. And he's actually been trying to do meditation. Like, I'm so proud. And so if you guys also have other tips, things that you guys have done to help open yourselves up spiritually, third eye, crown chakra, all that stuff, anything that works for you guys, like, please share it when I have my brother on. Anything that will help him, because he really, like, he's on a mission now. He's like, I want to open up my third eye. I'm tired of being scared. He's like, I want to understand what's out there. Like, I want to know, so I'm proud of him. Susie said, oh goodness, I'll miss it, but I'll watch it back for sure. Yeah, so I'll try for next Saturday. We'll see. Silverstar says, so what did you think of the girlfriend? I thought she was sweet. So I think that she's really good for my brother. I see how she dotes over him. Like, even, like, I thought it was funny when we were out eating some chicken and waffles. He had, like, food all over his face, how she just automatically, like, is wiping up his face for him, But she is always looking out for his well-being. The thing that she worries about the most is she says that, my brother takes on a lot of worry. Like, he's always worrying about stuff. He always wants to get stuff done. He wants to be able to be a good provider, and that he gets really stressed out, and she's like always trying to calm him down. And so yeah, I can see, she really cares about him. She's very sweet. She's a caretaker, so I guess that's why she takes care of my brother. But my brother also, that's like my brother's first real girlfriend, and I think he picked a very nice girl, and that he's also very protective of her. Like, he wants to do a lot of good things for her, and it's like, oh. So she passes the sister test. Let's see. Lisa said, he's so brave. I still have fear sometimes. Yeah, I think, as you can tell, I get scared even in my nightmares. It's just a matter of, I try not to look scared. Fake it till you make it. Susie said his girlfriend is so pretty. Yes, Rhoda is gorgeous. And she's from the Philippines. So she's like always trying to teach my brother like Tagalog, and he tries to teach her Spanish. Silver Star says, though she seemed to be good for him. Awesome. Love it. Aw. And Marcelli, hello, hello. So yeah, perhaps we will have my brother on next week, but I will call him and get his permission first. I don't want to be like, crank call, you're on the internet. Welcome. All right, so what I want to do now, what time is it? I want to do a little reading for this week. Oh, and by the way, I have some, I don't know how into Mayan astrology you guys are, but I'm very into Mayan astrology. Hence, I teach Mayan astrology in case anybody's interested at my Leon Mystery School. There, I plugged myself. Okay. In Mayan astrology, we have our day signs and we have our day numbers, right? And those are in different variations, and it takes about 52 years before, the same day sign and the same day number meet up again, which in Mayan astrology means that every day is a very magical day, because even when that day number and that day sign meet up again, it may be a completely different year number and year lord. So hence the energies are always different. You never have the same day ever again. So you have to make the most of the energy. Marcelli says, I'm a Leo, birthday soon. Maybe we need to do an early birthday song for you. I think we could do that. Don't let me forget. Oh, Lisa said details are in the description box. Yes, thank you. Assisting the plug. So yeah, down below if you guys are interested in my Leon Mystery School. Okay, so the year numbers, just like the Tresenas, only go up to 13. So they rotate. Every 13 days is basically considered like a week. 1 week is 13 days. And then you have these 20-day signs. As far as year lords go, we only have 4. And it's the same 4 that like to rotate. Oh, thank you, Lady Knight. But we still have the 13 numbers to go through. So right now we're in the year 9. And it'll be 4 more years till we get to number 13, and then we'll start all over again. So this is what I was looking at was, yes, I know how important our daily energies are, but sometimes it's good to look ahead at the upcoming yearly energy. And the new year is usually around mid-February. That's when the calendar changes over. It's like, Happy New Year's for the Mayans. So, but it's a lunar calendar. So basically their New Year's is right around the time of the same like Lunar New Year for a lot of other cultures, that follow the lunar cycle. So we're now in the year of 9 Ik. Ik is the hurricane. Last year was Kaban. Last year was 8 Kaban, and now we're in 9 Ik. So last year, the energy of last year of 2020, from February to February, was the number 8, which means a massive realization about the connection that we have to every one of us, and Kaban being knowledge, new knowledge, whatever knowledge that may be. It's a time of learning. And so wouldn't you say that that was basically the energy of last year, to varying degrees and meaning different things to different people? The 8, I think, really brought into focus how much we are not separated on this planet. That we've been so into, maybe our daily lives, on YouTube, going to work, looking up social media, being on our phones, that we forget, even though we have, like the internet showing us how connected we are to people, oftentimes we feel very isolated. So this past year, with people actually being in isolation, was a wake-up call to a lot of people of how connected we actually are, and how much our connection affects us energetically, and how certain thoughts can spread like rapid fire, like wildfire, around the planet if we all think the same thing, and and all of that. So you take that as you will, like I said, learning came to us all in a lot of different ways. We were like, aha, we all had our aha moments, but it was sometimes not for the same thing. You know, we had aha moments, but in different ways. And I think it was a big thing for us last year. So that being 8 Kaban, we're now 9 Eek. Eek is the hurricane. So now with the knowledge that you've brought in from last year, now in 2021, the hurricane comes in to blow all that stuff away. You know, where it's like refresh, new, we're bringing in some new energy, but it's the number 9, which means something is being created this year. So there's this shift in energy as a people where we're feeling like we're brewing up something, you know, we're mixing something in our little cauldron that we call Earth, and something is a brewing, something's going to get pushed out if it hasn't already started for many of us. Like I said, I've had a ton of shadow work that's been coming up that I haven't really had to work on as much in my whole entire life, and now it feels like it's hitting me all at once. So to me, that's also Eek. It's like all this stuff is coming up because now it's time to move all this stuff out because something's being born this year. Something as a collective is being born. Lisa said, very interesting. Susie said the Mayan got it right. Totally. I had my spiritual awakening last year. Interesting. Wow, very cool. And yes, totally feel that. So yeah. Okay, so that in mind, next year we're going to go into a 10 year. So we have 10, 11, 12, 13 before we start all over again, right? So let's see, we go Kaban, Eek, Manik, or Eb, Manik, Eek. Okay, so next year is going to be Eb, because they go in the same like formation. That's why I had to count. So I was like, okay, so last year was Kaban, Eek, Eb, Manik, Eek. Okay. So by the time we get to Eek again, we'll be 13 Eek. That'll be in 4 years. You know, it's IK, Eek, the hurricane. So this energy of blowing things through, of something, you know, being refreshed, will be in the year 13 Eek, which is 4 years from now. So 4 years from now is the year 2025. 13 is one of the most powerful numbers in all of Mayan astrology, and it's considered the most psychic, the most spiritual, the most powerful. And so you're looking at a very powerful, energetic year, which also has the winds of change rushing through it. And so one of the most powerful years that we're going to have thus far, for our little past 13 years, will be that 13 Eek. So what we have coming up with the 10, 11, and the 12, 10s are all about things coming back into balance. 11s are neutral, so they're neither positive nor negative. So if there's some negative things going on in your life, it's pretty apparent. If there's some positive things going on in your life, it's pretty apparent. Like 11 brings things into focus and lets you know, like seriously, what's going on, what's out of balance, what's out of whack. The 12s, also a very high number, but it's like that prep that just before the storm hits when we hit that 13. So the different year lords that we're going back through, we're going to hit Kaban again, you know, at some point, and that'll be 12 Kaban. So that knowledge, that spiritual knowledge, but this time it's going to be a 12 Kaban just before you hit that 13 Eek, which is 4 years from now. So next year is going to be Eb. So it's all about the different roads that we all travel. So all of our different lives, the path that we're on. Everybody's always worried, am I on the right path? You know, have I gone off my path? Eb is the road of life. It is your life path. And so our life path is going to come up next year, starting in February. And that's going to be that 10 number. So it's a balancing out of your actual life's purpose, you know, and in a huge way. And not that we've been living out of our purpose, you know, because a path is never a straight line for all of us. We kind of like twist and turn and up and down hills and, you know, all over the place. So it's a big thing, kind of really being shown like, I feel like headed in the right direction, kind of that feeling. I think that's really going to get set for a lot of people next year. So we're clearing out some stuff, something's being birthed anew, and then next year we're going to be going into some my life's purpose kind of thing, but for every single person on this planet. So we have some big stuff coming up, astrologically speaking. So I thought I would just like share that with you guys, because I was like looking ahead and I was like, wait a minute, we have 13 eek coming up in 4 years. Like, oh my gosh. So okay, let me go back here. B said, not a caterpillar, but not yet a butterfly. Yes. Marie Christine said, today French people protested all over the country against the vaccine pass. Yeah, there was that. They had a march in England where it was like over 1 million people marching, and yeah, they started doing it in other countries. So very interesting. Lisa says, yes, I watched the Bahati Life this morning, and she mentioned 9 and the feeling of healing and being a cocoon and becoming a butterfly. Yes. And Susie said that 22 is a master builder number. So 2022, yep, life path stuff next year. And Lisa said it's 222. Yes. So yeah, so you guys are welcome. I mean, you know, if you ever want to talk some Mayan stuff, just let me know. But I always put stuff on Instagram in case you're wondering. I try to do like a daily Mayan message. So if you want to see some free Mayan messages, just head over to my Instagram at Kittens, Weights, and Tarot. Lady Knights, the Mayan year numbers match my card of the year. I just went from a strength year to a hermit year on my birthday. So next year I'll have a 10 year. So that's awesome. That's really awesome. Even more pertinent. You know, so the I love like it's simple yet it's intricate. You know, I think Mayan astrology, where you literally only have to work with 13 numbers. I only have to work with 20-day signs, but the configurations when they get matched up with each other, I just think is so fascinating, and how not simple it is. You know, it seems simple on the surface, like, oh, you only have to memorize like 20-day signs, or you know, and the like, and 13-day numbers. That should be pretty easy, but you know, it's very intricate. You know, sometimes I guess you don't have to be like super, you know, have a bunch of stuff in order to get, you know, intricate messages. Sometimes the most intricate of messages come from the simplest forms, you know. So Michelle said, oh wow, I was just thinking your Mayan astrology course this morning. Oh, there you go. Lisa said, Mayan astrology is fascinating. It is very fascinating. Yeah. Anytime like anybody's talking about any sort of Mayan astrology, it's like my little ears perk up. I'm like, oh, conversation? Like, Lady Knight said, and if I can really make it to America this summer, fingers crossed, I'm headed to my twin flame reunion. Yes, I remember you talking about that. So I am doubly stoked for you. Okay. So with all that in mind, and today is the start of a brand new Trecena. So welcome to the first day of our new Trecena. Let's look at what this week has to offer us. And I'm going to use my new black and gold tarot deck. Okay, so let's see. What can we look forward to? What energy can we look forward to this coming week? Oh, really? Be ready, you guys. Oh, okay, that card flew out. That is also our card. Okay. Are you ready? So this is our energy for the upcoming week. Remember, we're going to learn how to work with this energy so that we can use it for our best and highest good. We have the Tower. We have Justice. And we have the Eight of Swords. Bing, bada boom, bada bing. Okay, so we have 2 major arcanas mixed in with that air energy. Lady Knight's like, I knew it. Okay, So give me a moment. Okay. So wondering what the deck is? It is called Tarot Black and Gold Edition, and actually the cover of the box looks very much like the cards. It's just a very gold foil. But Lady Knight remembers the tower means we. If you guys remember doing our tarot workouts, yeah, the tower is we. So, having that energy in we. Whatever comes in this week, be it the rug gets pulled out from under us and it's something that directly affects us, or it's something that's affecting the country, or, whatever it may be. Just know that that particular energy that's coming in is coming in because of, well, the law that the world has, not actual laws that we create as human beings, but it's the law of the universe, universal law, energetic law, that things must balance out. We must have, just like here, black and gold, we have light and dark, we have shiny, not shiny. We have these things. So when this comes in, which also could be representative of who we were talking about earlier, of Kali, when she comes in to do her dance and shakes things up, it's shocking to people, and people will like, just stop dancing, just stop, why? But like, if with like the Hindu stories and stuff like that, we have somebody else who comes in to help stop her from dancing. It's like this deity battle that kind of goes on. Because we can't have Kali dancing all the time, and we can't have this other person having peace all the time, because when there's peace all the time, there's no growth. But we can't have her dancing all the time, because then we can never have peace, So with this week, I feel like this tower moment is there as a balancer, even if it's not something we wish to happen, even if it's not something that sits well with us. Just know that universally and energetically, it's there as a great equalizer. It's balancing something out because something was way out of date. It overstayed its welcome. It's that party guest that just didn't want to go home, and the tower is coming up to give them the boot. We can start clearing our space once again. So the message here is to not allow yourself to get into this Eight of Swords moment where it's like, oh my gosh, you're like stuck inside this tower of like, oh my gosh, it's like all crumbling in on me, and like, oh my gosh, why my world, why? And instead, take off the little blindfold, realize that your hands never were tied behind you. It was not even a knot. It's just more like a lazy shoelace. So you just take it off and try to look at it from a different perspective, not from your life's perspective, like you being in it. Try to get that higher perspective, that eagle perspective, or as I'm working with Amun, that Amun perspective, right? And kind of figure out, what was that equalizing? Like, what is going to benefit because of this thing that happened? And it's good to look at things objectively, because oftentimes we get stuck in the pathos of things, which is our emotions. I know I do. So when we become overly emotional about things and our mind's running a million miles a minute, it's very hard to see anything outside of the trauma that you're currently in. So instead, pick yourself out if you can this week. Just if you feel yourself slipping into that, my head is spinning, what in the world is happening? Just know that hopefully, just remember Eight of Swords. That's all you need to remember. Eight of Swords. Am I in Eight of Swords right now? If I am, let me take a moment, woo-saw, pick myself out, and see what the actual benefit of this thing that I think is horrific is actually going to do. So that's the message for this week. And like I said, it's going to mean different things to different people. Some towers to some people are not even anything to other people, and vice versa. So, it could be something that maybe is just for you personally. It could be something that is worldwide. It could be something that's in your city. It could be something that happens to your neighbor, and and you're like watching this. So just keep an eye out this week. And if you do witness some sort of tower moment, just remember to feel your feels, of course, but just try to see how you can look at it from a different perspective from the outside, like what possible benefit could come from this. Sometimes those tower moments bring people together, and they otherwise wouldn't have come together without that tower moment. So keep that in mind too. But anyway, okay, let me go back here to what you guys were saying. B's like, ooh, so shiny. Silver Star said, enjoy the ride. Lady Night, oh, Steve is on sabbatical right now. He is on the bed taking a nap ski, but perhaps Steve will show up next weekend with hopefully my brother, if I can get him on here. B said, and sometimes we are the lightning in the tower card. Ooh, that matches what my friend Annette was telling us during yoga today. She was imagining the lightning bolt, aka the Koyopa energy in my astrology, was racing through us. So maybe the tower is like, our body is the tower, and we need that lightning bolt of energy to wake us back up again. So perhaps. Let's see. Lisa says, I've been so drawn to Kali. Silver Star said, speaking of Kali, represented by biting her tongue, is biting through the illusion. That's cool. Lisa said, for me, definitely finding balance with my thoughts and emotions and cleaning out the past and not running to start over or push certain people away. And Susie said, yes, transformation. Lady Night is going to Turkey on Thursday. I would like my tower moment to start after I get to the hotel, please. Deadly Creature, hello. Oh, yes, Marcelli, the birthday song for the Leo, of course. Okay. So before we go into our healing that we do at the end of all our live chats, let's go ahead and end with the last of the birthdays, because we have some more birthdays that are coming in, more of that Leo energy coming in. So it was like tail over from the Gemini coming into the Cancers. Now we're diving into some Leos. So here we go. Maybe I have to do a little bit different. Like different happy birthday. All right, Lisa, we will catch you later. So, okay, so we're gonna do a little birthday, and then we will finish up with our healing. So here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to all our Leo friends, because our Cancers and Geminis already got sung too. Happy birthday to Leos. Boop boop a doop. Anymore on channel 4, staying alive on channel 5. A pinch to grow an inch and a punch to grow a bunch. There you go. You're welcome, and I hope you have a fabulous birthday. All right, so let's get on with our healing. Let's go ahead and pull another card so we can direct that healing. I encourage you guys to join in, even if you don't stay on the chat. Just know that the energy will always come to you, so you guys don't have to stay here. But if you do, would love to have your energy pumped in as well. And even if you're popping out, would love to have your energy pumped in as well. I think the more the merrier, and everybody who needs it will get it, even if they don't know who we are. So let's go back here. Silver Star said, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, and the Geminis and Leos and many more. Silver Star says, oh wait, Cancer babies, oops. Okay, so yes, if you're open, you can type it in the chat that you are open to the energy. You can say it in your mind, you can say it out loud, but the energy that we're pushing out there is one who is very aware of the ego. They're very aware of their thoughts, and they're very aware of how what they say reflects onto other people. You know, that our words have power. So let's keep that in mind. Let's push that energy, that healing energy out there. of just being more aware of how much power our communication has, our words, the verbal and nonverbal, our intuition, our thoughts, all of those things. And let's just be aware of them. And that will also help with healing energy too. You know, that if we're constantly thinking of things that will bring our vibe down, of course we're going to invite in, you know, dis-ease and all that stuff. So let's try to keep the vibe up. Let's be in that King of Swords and just be aware of when the ego comes into play and other things that may inadvertently bring us down. Okay, let's see. Deadly Creature said, thanks for the heart emoji. Good luck for the stray female I took in. She's not eating much. She's on a recent video on my YouTube channel. So we'll make sure that we send her lots of healing energy as well for the little kitten. Marceli said, so sweet, happy to find you. Well, we're so glad you are here. Susie said, absolutely, healing to your kitty. Kay said, great card, great reminder. All right, so let's do this. Feel free to join in. All right, guys. Ooh, that was fun. I started rocking out because I started hearing The Reaper by Blue Oyster Cult started playing. So, so that was kind of going into the healing energy. Seasons don't fear the reaper, nor do the wind, the sun, and the rain. We can be like they are. Come on, baby, don't have no fear. So, all right, you go on with your bad selves. Yeah, you guys have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. Have an awesome Sunday. I hope that you have a fabulous week. Don't forget, the tower is wee. Have fun with that tower. And perhaps it'll come at a more opportune time. And yeah, definitely like it was very calm, the energy that was coming through. So very nice. Although I was rocking out to Blue Oyster Cult. But anyway, you guys have a great rest of your week. I will try to catch you next Saturday with hopefully my brother. So stay tuned. And Steve, Diabolical Steve. If you don't know, he's a diabolical snail. But anyway, he'll probably be here next Saturday. So all right, you guys, peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out. Bye.